Now on Fast Track News, the solar eclipse is set to grace the skies in just 2 weeks. Stay tuned for safety tips and viewing locations.
Plus, VO scooters return to campus streets with upgraded rules and usage. How these services will impact campus commutes, details ahead.
Also, commercial flights begin May 15th at the Purdue Airport connecting to Chicago O'Hare. More information about tickets coming up. All your campus news, weather, and sports is straight ahead. Fast Track is back. Happy Friday, Boilermakers. I'm Sebastian Lux.
And I'm Travis Davenport. It's Friday, March 22nd. Here's a look at your campus news for the week. First, we are a little over 2 weeks from the solar eclipse. What events can Purdue students expect from the event? Reporter Ellie Acra has the story.
We're nearly 2 weeks away from the total solar eclipse. On April 8th, there are a variety of activities here at Purdue University and in Indianapolis to celebrate. We asked students what their plans were for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I was going to go to a few of the activities around campus. My birthday is the next day, so my parents might be coming into town, so I was going to see if they wanted to watch it too.
Awesome. And what about your friends? Have they talked about the eclipse at all? Have you heard about it in your classes?
Yeah, a few of my classes have actually been canceled for it. My friends have had classes canceled, or they were claiming that they weren't going to go to class anyway because they really wanted to see it. Or they're going to Indy so they can see it because that's going to be in total darkness.
One of Purdue's largest plans for the eclipse is a viewing event at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The partnership with the Motor Speedway and NASA will feature Purdue experts, alumni, and students at an ideal viewing location in the path of totality. Purdue student Sarah Augustin says her friends may skip class to make it to the Speedway.
My friends and I were gonna skip class if it's not canceled and go to the raceway to see it. It doesn't happen that often. It's pretty rare. I think that's worth a little skipping class.
Another student, Connor Adamek, tells us that he will be giving a campus tour during the eclipse. Have they given you any advice on how that's going to work to be giving a tour during the total solar eclipse?
Unfortunately, no, and I kind of wish they would. I was like, I'm not sure how to do it. We should be paying attention to campus, but instead we should be looking at this once-in-a-lifetime event, so I don't blame them for not looking. I don't know what I'm going to do about it.
Yeah, you may have to have some glasses on hand to provide for them so no one's looking at the sun and having a good experience for their first tour of Purdue.
Right, that's what I've heard. Maybe we might give them glasses or something, I don't know. But it sounds interesting, it's something you can't ignore.
To learn more about total solar eclipse activities and plan your day on April 8th, visit Purdue's website at purdue.edu/home/total solar eclipse. Stay tuned for more information from Fast Track regarding the solar eclipse. Reporting for Fast Track News, I'm Ellie Acra.
We encourage students to make travel plans no matter where you're viewing the eclipse.
Be sure to watch Fast Track next week for more on this once-in-a-lifetime event. Well, Travis, it's been a chilly week up until this point.
It sure has, Sebastian, but we can look forward to some warmer weather soon. Meteorologist Matthew Canfield is here with the first look at the forecast.
Well, good afternoon, West Lafayette here at Fast Track News. Those chilly temperatures might be scaring you your first week back, and I'm here to show you we have a high of 64, a low of 34, with some light winds to push you around campus, 8 to 14 miles an hour. We are above the average for today of the range of 32 to 52, so Purdue is staying up even with the clouds in the sky. So here for today, we have our 10 a.m. If you had a late morning, 40 degrees, picking up here to the noon, 50 degrees and 58 on the middle of the afternoon, perhaps napping before the game tonight at 7 p.m. Tip-off time of 7:25 picks up to 59, and temperatures will slowly decline throughout the evening here at Fast Track News.
With spring well on its way, VO scooters are returning to Purdue, offering students a quick way to get around campus. However, this spring, VO is upping its safety measures for new users. The electric scooters can be located around campus by students via their phone app. Students can then rent the scooters to take across campus and the surrounding area. However, new users must first pass a safety quiz on university operation policies before unlocking a vehicle. The quiz takes less than 2 minutes and covers parking and operating regulations, including where students can park and where they can operate the vehicles. The addition of the safety quiz follows a survey hosted last fall by Purdue's Action Council on Student Housing and Wellbeing, in which students expressed concerns about the electric scooters and similar vehicles. Purdue has seen over 350,000 trips since VO's arrival in March of 2023, and VO hopes to continue to serve Purdue's campus with the help of user safety compliance.
Commercial flights are set to take off from Purdue Airport starting April 15th. Purdue is partnering with Southern Airway Express to offer 24 weekly flights connecting the West Lafayette Airport to O'Hare Airport in Chicago. From there, travelers can pursue over 240 destinations across the world. This service cuts travelers' parking costs, reduces travel time, and time spent in the airport. Tickets for flights went on sale March 15th and start at less than $100. Travelers can find tickets at iflysouthern.com or any preferred travel site.
Purdue professor Dr. Suresh Mittal is on the verge of developing a universal flu vaccine. This breakthrough vaccine would provide humans with full protection against influenza A regardless of the strand. Typical flu vaccines are formulated to protect against a specific strand of the virus that scientists expect to be a leading cause of illness each year. The universal vaccine works in a unique way. Rather than boosting the antibody specific to the virus surface proteins, Dr. Mittal's work targets an eternal nucleoprotein that is conserved in multiple strains of influenza A viruses. Because the nucleoprotein doesn't mutate the way hemaggglutins do, attacking it stands a better chance of fighting off the flu, regardless of the strain. Dr. Mittal shared his thoughts on it by stating, "Our team has been working toward a universal influenza vaccine for 20 years. As scientists, we can't work for the breakthrough moments of discovery because they may not happen. When they do happen, it's very satisfying to know we were heading in the right direction."
We are over halfway through the semester. Reminder to all graduating seniors, the last day to indicate your participation in the commencement ceremony is here. Students who wish to walk for graduation in May have until tomorrow, March 23rd, to register to participate. Other key dates are coming up, with the last day to order your cap and gown on April 19th, and the students not wishing to participate in commencement have until May 8th to provide a mailing address for their diploma to avoid any holds. The commencement task list and links can be completed can be found on students' My Purdue account under commencement.
Purdue has announced a new farm-to-table restaurant opening up in Discovery Park. The restaurant is courtesy of the Cunningham Restaurant Group, owners of Brewburger Bar in Lafayette. The restaurant will occupy part of a 10,600 square foot multi-purpose building just off Mitch Daniels Boulevard. The menu, while still in development, will highlight local sourcing while providing an unforgettable guest dining experience. The building will also offer retail and private event space. The facility will be constructed using a century-old barn donated by Sonny Beck, CEO of Beck's Superior Hybrids and the Beck family. The construction plans to keep the historic feel of the barn while providing amenities needed for the space. In an interview, Beck stated, "As a family wanted to give something back to Purdue, and we thought the Beck Barn would be particularly useful as a bridge between Indiana history, Purdue University, and their future development together."
As anticipation for the restaurant grows, we eagerly await the arrival of the barn and the memories and experiences it will create. To build off of our story last week, Zaxby's, Purdue's newest on-campus restaurant, has made a change to their menu. What's this new change, you might ask? Meal swipe options, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Monday through Fridays. Boilermakers can now enjoy their choice of a small drink and food option on the menu, or the choice of any smoothie. With this addition to the meal swipe plan, this allows more Boilermakers to enjoy the newest coffee shop on campus.
Hola from Spain. G'day, mates.
Buenos dias.
Bonjour.
Hello from South Korea.
I'm studying abroad in Valencia, Spain this semester.
I'm studying abroad in Sydney, Australia.
I'm studying abroad in Madrid, Spain.
I'm studying at Seoul National University.
At Issy Super in Toulouse, France.
And I'm really getting to enjoy meeting all the new people and the culture.
How different it is from Purdue University.
It is an absolutely fantastic experience.
I'm living my best life.
I can't wait to see you guys all overseas soon. A bientôt.
Adios.
Nos vemos de España.
In addition to the start of spring, the first round of March Madness was yesterday. While March Madness is all about basketball, there's another part of this annual tournament that's more for the fans.
With the tournament comes time for forming brackets. Creating a bracket is a better way to be involved in March Madness as a basketball fan. The big question after the regular season is, where did students place Purdue this year? Reporter Will Starliper has the story.
What are your March Madness predictions for the Final Four?
I got UNC, Houston, Creighton, and Auburn.
No Purdue.
No Purdue, unfortunately. I don't see us going to the Final Four. Maybe the Elite Eight, not the Final Four.
Who you got winning it all?
UNC.
If you had to pick a crazy Cinderella candidate to go far in the tournament, who do you got?
I got the Lobos, New Mexico.
Who are your Final Four predictions for March Madness?
I got Auburn, Dayton, Houston, and Purdue.
Who do you got winning it all?
You know, had to go with the hometown team, Purdue. You know, I'd feel bad if they won and I hadn't picked them to win, so.
Fair point. I was going to ask for a Cinderella. Dayton might be your Cinderella. Do you have any other crazy upset picks, or are you sticking with Dayton?
I mean, I got Dayton, I got the Lobos, I low-key got James Madison, maybe a little UAB over San Diego State. I also looked at, I don't know, I think there are a lot of upsets that could happen in the first round, but I don't know about many teams going past that, so, I mean, we'll see.
Watch out for Drake.
Oh yeah, Drake too. I have them winning too.
My Final Four picks are Auburn, North Carolina, Kentucky, and Purdue, and I'm taking Purdue to win it all. My sleeper Cinderella team is the Drake Bulldogs coming out of UConn's region. A lot of other students are riding with Purdue as well.
As March Madness continues, many brackets will continue to be put to the test as we will see which teams survive and advance.
Whether or not you're predicting Purdue will win it all, we wish you luck with your brackets, and we wish the Boilermakers luck as they begin playing tonight.
Well, coming up, the weather might be not ideal, but we'll have the sun peeking through the week as it pushes through those clouds and rainstorms early on. Here at Fast Track News.
Three, two, one.
Welcome to Fast Track News.
I'm Rachel. I'm 19 years old. I'm a sophomore in computer engineering here at Purdue, and I'm the president of DAO. So DAO stands for Dance All Out, and it's kind of like a community where all dancers of different skill levels and artists have a space to express themselves and be artists and perform. We perform at things like the AAA Night Market and the VA, the Variation Showcase, at the end of the semester. We even had our own showcase last year, and that was really exciting. DAO not only offers like weekly classes and performance opportunities, but kind of like a really strong community / family to do it with. When people talk about college, or when you see in like coming of age movies, it's all about like the main character finding like the place where they belong, whether it's in school or like extracurricular or like with their friends or another hobby. But like this could be the place where you find like your coming of age moment, and like it could be the place where you discover like a big part of your life.
Well, if you're just tuning in here for Fast Track News, we have got cloudy skies and some rain early on in the week with a low pressure pickup, and we'll take a look at that in our future cast. For today, though, we're going to have a late morning here, 40 degrees, 34 the low throughout the day, 50 picking up at noon, and mid-afternoon just for the game. If you're napping down, it'll be 58 just before the tip-off of 7:25. At 7, it'll be 59. Temperatures dropping down to 52 later this night. For the weekend outlook, get excited for Boilermakers playing that 16th seed. Don't even worry about who they are, because we're going to stomp them with an amazing temperature of 64. Saturday, more sun, but more wind as well, 11 to 18 miles an hour. Take a look here at the gust, allowing for a 38 wind chill at our peak of 44. And Palm Sunday, mostly cloudy, still those moderate winds, 10 to 18 miles an hour. In our national forecast here, the future cast we have coming in from the west, we'll see that snow, don't worry, all right? We've got low pressure, and it'll be pushing up those showers Monday and Tuesday, and those will be clearing out Wednesday, perhaps a 10% chance on Wednesday, but nothing to fear. And those nasty snowstorms will be staying away from us here. Here's our 7-day outlook. Well, we've got game day, 64, and then tomorrow, 44, more sun and more wind. Palm Sunday, 51, trending up a bit, and then Monday, here comes in that rain for Holly. But a lot of wind to be pushing around all that color with those 34-mile-an-hour gusts of wind. And then Tuesday, the rain will continue, not as intense. And Monday, more so half an inch and about 0.3 of an inch Tuesday. And then the clouds are still here Wednesday and Thursday, but keep your hopes up because later next weekend, we'll be tracking the sun coming through here at Fast Track News.
Just ahead, Purdue is making big plays this weekend across the Big Ten as Purdue basketball enters into March Madness and the Purdue baseball team begins their Big Ten conference play. I'm Jasmin Studebaker. Don't go away. Sports is next.
Creeping up from the heathens, got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens, got will, got...
With March Madness upon us once again, we take a look back on how Purdue got to the big dance. Purdue tipped off its season as the number 3 team in the country. They started off the year strong, scoring a win in the Maui Invitational Tournament and a number 1 ranking in the country. And even with a tough loss to Northwestern, Purdue would climb back up to number 1 after knocking off top-ranked Arizona. As conference play got into full swing, Purdue would rebound after a loss to Nebraska on January 16th by winning their next 9 straight. On March 2nd, Purdue once again made confetti fall from the rafters by clinching their 26th Big Ten title. A win against Illinois 3 days later clinched the title outright. Although the Boilers fell short of back-to-back Big Ten tournament titles, they still go into March Madness as a 1 seed and an impressive 29-4 record. Purdue looks to erase the demons of last season as they play their first round game tonight against Grambling State in Indianapolis. I'm surprised that Purdue's very own Zach Edey has remained dominant this season. A few weeks ago, Edey became the all-time leader for rebounds and has now surpassed legendary Rick Mount as Purdue's scoring champion, securing 2 all-time titles. Last week, during the Big Ten tournament, Purdue faced off against Wisconsin in the semifinals after a win against the Michigan State Spartans. In that game, Edey was able to surpass Mount's previous record of 2,323 points during the second half. The previous record stood for over 50 years since being set in the 1970 season. Here's Fast Track's resident statistics major, Alex Kuban, with a closer look at the current March Madness lineup.
Let's take a deeper look at Purdue's draw in the Midwest region of the tournament's bracket. As Jasmin said earlier, Purdue takes on Grambling State tonight to start the action in the Indianapolis pod. If Purdue wins, stay tuned on TBS to see who wins the matchup between Utah State and TCU. If Purdue were to make the Sweet 16 in Detroit next weekend, their opponent would be one of these 4 teams. This pod would be played this weekend in Salt Lake City. Keep an eye on the upsets here, as Sanford and McNeese State are 2 of the better double-digit seeds in the field. In the 13-4 matchup, Kansas will be without All-American Kevin McCullough. Gonzaga may have their weakest team in a while, but keep in mind that they have not lost a first-round game since they played Steph Curry in 2008. If Purdue were to make a run to the Elite Eight, their opponent would come somewhere from this side of the bracket. 2-seed Tennessee and 3-seed Creighton are certainly favorites to come out of here. Personally, my sleeper from this part of the bracket is 11-seed Oregon. Head coach Dana Altman has a great track record in March, and 3-seed Creighton is very reliant on their shooting. If it happens to be off one night, they could be a target for the upset. Back to you, Jasmin.
Men's basketball aren't the only ones in postseason play, though. For the 32nd time in program history, your Purdue women's basketball team is heading to the postseason. This will be the 5th entry into the Women's National Invitational Tournament and second under head coach Katie Geralds. The Boilers accepted the invitation after their loss in the second round of the Big Ten tournament to Nebraska. Their first appearance in the WNIT was in 1988 and in recent years of 2010, 2018, and 2022. The Boilers have the first round bye and are set to play the winner of Bowling Green and Butler game on March 26th. This weekend, 5 of Purdue's wrestlers will be competing in the NCAA National Wrestling Tournament. The tournament started yesterday at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, Kansas. Purdue's Matt Ramos made a name for himself last year after he pinned #1 seed Spencer Lee. After suffering 2 losses in the Big Ten tournament, Ramos will be a 4 seed at Nationals. Along with Ramos, Purdue's youth will be highlighted in the tournament with 2 true freshmen, Grayson Clark and Joey Blaze, qualifying in their first year with the Boilers. Sophomore Snowdy Buell and redshirt freshman Brody Bauman round out the 5 Purdue wrestlers at the tournament. The tournament continues on today and will end on Saturday. We wish good luck to Matt, Grayson, Joey, Stoney, and Brody. This past Wednesday, your Boilers fell 1 run short in the longest baseball game ever played in Alexander Field with 14 innings. But no worries, because we are looking ahead to Big Ten Conference play against the Iowa Hawkeyes today in Alexander Field at 4 p.m. It'll be the first of a 3-game series versus the Hawkeyes. This series will also be the end of the Boilers' 13-game homestand, so make sure you make your way out to Alexander Field to support the baseball team. Good luck to all our Boilermakers competing today. That's a wrap for sports, but don't forget to check us out on Instagram at Purdue Fast Track News for live updates of our weekend game coverage. Stay tuned, Fast Track will be right back after this quick timeout.
We are energetic, we are motivating, and we are unique.
I don't think you can beat Quidditch.
Now it's time for our question of the week, or rather questions. Can you pass the VO scooter quiz for Purdue?
Rebekah DeMoss quizzes students on their knowledge of the new rules this week.
Where are riders permitted to park? Anywhere close to their destination, the sidewalk, or only at bike racks or marked parking locations?
Only at like the bike parking.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Can you ride on the sidewalk, yes or no?
No.
Yep.
No.
That is correct. The speed limit on all bike path lanes is 15, 20, or 25?
15. 25 would be crazy.
I was saying
15.
Mm-hmm.
That's 15 miles per hour.
That is correct. You must come to a complete stop at all stop signs or lights.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
True.
Mm-hmm. Can you get a ticket from the police department for not following the rules of the road?
Oh, this is a hard question. No.
You can,
Oh, you
actually.
can?
Yep.
Oh.
It is.
Oh.
It is still rules of the road.
Yes.
Yep.
Most definitely.
Yep. That's a good one. Thank you. That was all the questions we had for you.
Well, once again, our lovely 7-day here for Purdue, starting up 64 for today as we drop down tomorrow, down to the 44 or so. But do not worry, we will pick back up here Monday, and you can celebrate with your colored powder on Hali as that gets blown around. And then the rain, Monday and Tuesday, about half an inch or so, and it'll be cleared out, perhaps 10% on Wednesday as temperatures drop again, but pick back up this Thursday. More sun coming at you here at Fast Track News.
What's going on, Boilermakers? YouTube isn't the only platform we party on. Check out our Instagram page at Purdue Fast Track News to check out awesome reels and little news segments that we post. Give us a follow and give us a like. We'd really appreciate it.
And that's a wrap for today's show. This is Fast Track News. Catch you next week for more Purdue news, weather, and sports.
Thanks for being with us, and have a great weekend, Boilers.
The program allows students to finish their bachelor's degree and also get an online master's degree that overlap during their last year at Purdue.
Students can more quickly work towards a graduate degree while concurrently starting their professional careers.
The online program allows them to kind of go at their own pace, and so they're not having to abide by the academic calendar.
And our goal is that this would make you even more compelling for your next opportunity in the workforce.
At Purdue University, we're not just students, we're future leaders. Join Air Force ROTC to embark on a journey of honor, excellence, and service. Learn, lead, and soar to new heights. It's not just a commitment, it's a calling. Purdue Air Force ROTC, where dreams take flight. Are you ready to rise?
I got a switch in my head. I go from living to dead. You got me seeing all red. Now I'm becoming.
You're watching Fast Track News.
The Center for C-SPAN, which is this organization, the CCSC, what we do is we facilitate like a bunch of organizations, different programs for Brian Lamb, which is the founder of C-SPAN. Anyone can be part of CCSC, whether it be through our various internships, our competitions, just to be involved, even like our student community meetings that we have every week. Anyone can go, you don't have to be communications or poli-sci. You just meet so many people, the connections you make is kind of crazy, the range that CCSC has. So yeah, it's just provided me so many opportunities to like kind of achieve the goals I have personally and forward to like whatever career paths I choose.
Hola from Spain.
G'day, mates. Buenos dias. Bonjour.
Hello from South Korea.
I'm studying abroad in Valencia, Spain this semester.
I'm studying abroad in Sydney, Australia. I'm studying abroad in Madrid, Spain.
Studying at Seoul National University.
At Isai Supero in Toulouse, France.
And I'm really getting to enjoy meeting all the new people and the culture.
How different it is from Purdue University.
It is an absolutely fantastic experience.
I'm living my best life.
I can't wait to see you guys all overseas soon. A bientôt.
Adios.
Nos vemos de España.
Three, two, one.
Welcome to Fast Track News.